Okay, so for level 1 of the CPI prevention strategies for this client, the first one is level 1 is anxiety. And so for this one, that can look like increased energy. It can look like looking away from the task, ignoring the adult that is trying to engage or give cues. And so for this one, the supportive response is to show the client the first then board and the visual schedule, and to kind of remind her of what to do. Okay, so I can prompt the client to take a break if they need to take a break. Okay, all right. Okay, Natalie. Natalie. Hi, thank you.
Hi.
Okay, so for this activity, we are working on our numbers, and then we are working for, what are we working for?
Trampoline?
We're working for a trampoline. So we're going to be practicing our counting, and if you need to take a break, you can touch your break card. Okay? So for CPI level 2, that's going to be more of a defensive. And so that can be eloping from the task or demand, refusal, flopping to the floor, verbal protest that can be screaming or yelling. And so for this one, I will remind the client of what they're working on and what's coming up next. Using the first and then, or working on working for. And then I will increase the frequency of verbal praise as well as nonverbal reinforcement. For this particular client, I'm going to use an edible each time that she's following the direction, and then verbal praise for every part of the direction that she is actually completing. And then if she continues to be agitated, I will tell her that she can take a break. On this particular client's CPI crisis plan, she can be asked to have a stuffed animal in her lap or something like that. So I'm going to use that for part of step 2 as well. Okay, Natalie, we're going to practice our counting our numbers today, okay?
No!
Hey, Natalie, we're going to work for trampoline today. Do you want to work for trampoline?
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's come back to the table. Good job. Thanks for listening. Good job. Okay, Natalie. So we're going to be practicing our numbers, and we're going to be working for...
Trampoline!
And you love trampoline, don't you?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. So you're going to practice counting your octopus, and then after you're done counting all of the octopuses, then you can put a star on. When you get 5 stars, you get your trampoline. Good job. Okay. And remember, if you need to take a break, you can take a 1-minute break. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Count your octopuses.
1, 2,
Good job.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Good job.
Thank you.
You can get a star. Awesome. Good work. Okay, count them again. Good job.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
Good job, Natalie. You get another Tootsie Roll, and you can take another star. Good job. You got 2 of them. Nice work. All right. Count them again.
I need to take a break.
You can take a 1-minute break. I'll set the timer, okay? Where do you want to take your break, Natalie?
At the owl.
You can go take your break at the owl. Okay. For CPI level 3 with this client, we are looking at physical aggression. And physical aggression for this client looks like spitting, typically, and also kind of hitting or kicking, usually with an open hand for hitting and kicking. Usually she kicks at my feet. And so what I will do is if the student's becoming aggressive, I will remain calm as to not give any attention or reinforce the behavior at all. And then I will prompt her to take a break. After I prompt her to take a break, I will set the timer for 1 minute, and then I will see if she's calm. And if the client has calmed down, then I will ask her if she would like to come back for the task. If not, then I would give her another minute and ask if she's calm. And then I would also make sure that there's no other children in the room. I would kind of clear the room out and make sure that I stand between her and any place that she could escape the room, without keeping the door locked though. And I would make sure that I would monitor the timer. If she's not able to be calm after a minute, then I would set the timer again while not giving reinforcement for the behavior. All right, Natalie, let's keep counting your octopuses.
No!
Oh, I need to take a break. Let's go take a break on the owl. I'll wait for you, Natalie. All right, Natalie, do you think you're calm enough now to come back and work for your trampoline? Good. Good job calming down. Thank you. Let's sit down and work. Good job. So level 4 with this particular client for the CPI is going to be more of a tension reduction procedure. So if the preceding level 3 had taken a couple different times for her to calm down, or her tantrum had lasted longer, and that kind of took a couple different rounds for her to calm down, then we would do the tension reduction protocol. In the tension reduction protocol, I would give her 2 minutes where she would sit with a calm body and quiet voice, and then I would ask her to do 3 very simple compliance tasks, and I would ask her a question. So those are all parts of her her CPI protocol. And then after that, I would make sure that I did not give any sort of reinforcement to that behavior by not talking about the incident with her or to anybody around her for, as long as she could hear me, I wouldn't do that. And then I would bring her back to the task and give her limited verbal. So I will simply point, give her a gesture prompt to what she's supposed to do next on her visual schedule. So the last part of the CPI protocol for this particular client is therapeutic rapport. So as far as therapeutic rapport goes, at the very end of the crisis level 1 through 4, if we get all the way to escalating to level 4, then I would use kind of limited verbal for a while and just help her calm down with not a lot of words. And then I would make sure that she feels safe. And like I said before, that I wouldn't talk about it before her. And then I would make sure that I have proximity to her that is respectful in order to show her that she's safe, and also make sure that I myself have calm voice, calm body, and can establish that therapeutic rapport with the client. So after the client has been calm body and calm voice for about 2 minutes, this is what we would do. Hey Natalie, can you go like this? Good job. Can you do this? Good work. How about give yourself a hug? Oh, that feels good, doesn't it? What'd you bring for lunch today?
I brought a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
kind of gummies did you bring?
I brought Shopkins.
Shopkins? I love Shopkins. I like the ones